How to serve champagne. Hello and welcome to VideoJug. Opening and serving a bottle of champagne can be a daunting task if you don't know how to do it, especially when you're trying to impress. We've come to the Harvey Nichols restaurant Prism in London, where head sommelier Louis Gordon is going to demonstrate the correct way to serve champagne and sparkling wine. Step 1. Chill.
The first thing you need to think about when serving champagne is the temperature of the champagne. A non-vintage champagne should be served at about 6 to 9 degrees centigrade, which is slightly colder than a vintage champagne, which should be served at about 8 to 10 degrees centigrade.
Step 2. Open.
So when serving champagne, if the bottle is wet, just dry it off with a cloth. And then in order to open the champagne, the first thing you do is you remove the foil on the top of the bottle. And there's usually a little tab that you can find that will flip out and it will just come off like so. What you have underneath is you have the cage and the cork. The cage is holding the cork on because of the pressure inside the bottle. Always point the champagne away from somebody, never into anybody's face or into a crowd in general. And then you undo the cage. And as you do so, place your hand over the cork in case the pressure makes the cork explode. Now when you're opening the bottle itself, you twist the bottle and not the cork. So in your strongest hand, you twist the bottle and control the pressure coming out of the cork. And then the champagne shouldn't pop, it should gently sigh when the cork comes out of the bottle.
Step 3. Pour.
Before you pour the champagne, remember to make sure that your champagne glass is clean and free from detergent, as this will hamper the bubbles and will make the champagne taste funny. The reason a champagne flute is this shape is to narrow the bubbles towards the top of the glass, so the bubbles just keep forming throughout the evening and your champagne doesn't go flat. When pouring the champagne, hold the glass at an angle and slowly pour the champagne down the side of the glass. Take into account how many people you're pouring champagne for. If you have one bottle to go around 6 people, then do slightly less than I've done here, only about half a glass, and then you can always top up later. Once the bottle is open, make sure to put it back in the fridge or into an ice bucket. So that's how to serve champagne. All you need to do now is enjoy.